Hey there guys, welcome to the Daily Draft where we take Magic one draft at a time. I'm Morgan and this is a Battle for Zendikar Swiss draft and we're about to get started. Alright, so we've had some rough drafts recently and we're going to try and avoid that this time. Here, Eldrazi Sky Spawner is a pretty reasonable pickup. It stays open for a lot of different archetypes, including the Molten Nursery deck, as well as Skies. And Blue, Black, and Jest. So, I'm going to take it. And hopefully pick up some more flyers. Interesting. Okay. So, Lumbering Falls isn't worth that much. I would be tempted to take it if it was a Shambling Vent, maybe. As it stands, the best card in this pack is probably the Hedron Archive. Yeah, Plated Crusher's sweet. Lumbering Falls is good mana fixing, I suppose, but Hedron Archive doesn't commit us to a second color, and it's a good ramp. Oh, interesting. There's a spawning bed here. There's also a Tide Drifter, though, and I think I just want the Tide Drifter. Tide Drifter is pretty sweet in the Sky Spawner deck. It's also good with spawning bed, but like I said, I'm not a huge fan of spawning bed. Here, I could take, like, Call the Scions, but I think I just take the Evolving Wilds. There's also a Silent Skimmer that I could pick up. Is it too early to pick up a Silent Skimmer? Like, Evolving Wilds is good. Yeah, we'll try this. We'll try the Skimmer. We'll try it out for size. Alright, so here we go. Skitter Skin is pretty sweet. Dominator Drone and Swarm Surge are both fine. There's also a Nettle Drone in this pack. I could see taking that as well. I think Nettle Drone has the highest opportunity for power, so I'm gonna take it. Could even be Grixis, maybe. Guess I just take the Guide here. It's a little early to be picking one of those up, but I'll take it. Hopefully cutting blue works out. I think I just take a Slide Runner. I don't really want to play green. Alter Shape seems like it could be good, but Slide Runner is just stronger and tends to be more aggressive in the decks where you want it. Between Blighted Cataract and Kozilek's Channeler, I think I'd rather have the Channeler. It's a big dude. And opens me up for ramp strategies that I might not be able to access otherwise in a more aggressive deck. Alright, so here I have a decision. I could take Rune Processor, for example. It's a nice big guy. Or I could take the Bone Splinters, which is a removal spell, works well with, I think, Sky Spawner, and plays into more of the black deck. There's also a Skyline Cascade. I think I want the Rune Processor. In decks where I have Coral Helm Guide, I generally want Rune Processor. I'm going to take this Plated Crusher and put it in the sideboard, because I can't deal with that card. Alright, I'll pick up a Grave Birthing. It's a great way to exile things for processors. It's also a good source of scions. It draws you a card too, which is pretty great. It's a nice little engine card. One of the problems that I have with, like, the red-black Devoid deck, for example, is that it tends to not be able to go late, and I think this deck is avoiding much of that problem with the decent high end that we have, although nothing is really spectacular. So if I open something really good, I think I am willing to commit to that over anything else. Tajiro Stalwart and Blighted Woodland. Guess green was open, maybe? I don't know. This card can get really big and annoying, so Reason why I took that. I'll take the swamp. Whiptail is not great in this format. Brilliant Spectrum, fine, I'll put it there. Interesting. So there's a Coastal Discovery in this pack, which I consider to be better than Serpentine Spike. I might have been interested in going red if it wasn't in here. But there's like a Sludge Crawler too, so yeah, just definitely taking this Coastal Discovery, by the way. Okay, so here there is a Halmar Tidecaller, which goes great with the Coastal Discovery. Deathless Behemoth, which is a solid creature, Complete Disregard, and Dominator Drone, which are great removal spells. And Sludge Crawler, which is, you know, a Sludge Crawler. He's so cute. I think I just want the Halmar Tidecaller, so I can play more Coastal Discoveries, honestly. Otherwise, I'd probably just take the Deathless Behemoth. Complete Disregard and Dominator Drone, again, fine, but there's also a Vestige of Emrakul, but I wouldn't take it over the Deathless Behemoth or even the Complete Disregard. Alright, interesting choices here. We've got a Sludge Crawler, which is a great enabler, but there's also a Kozilek Sentinel, which I think is worse than a Sludge Crawler. There's also a Grave Birthing, and Tightening Coils. I think we just take the creature. Damn it. So Herald of Kozilek is a really great include in the Devoid decks. So I think I'm going to take it over like a second Silent Skimmer or Reclaimer. Like, we can still switch colors. Here, do I want a Benthic Infiltrator? Good question. I think I'd rather have the Vestige of Emrakul now that we're kind of moving towards red, white, red, black, or red, blue more. Here, I mean, it's kind of contrary to the last pick, but Merc Strider is pretty reasonable. I could also take a second Sludge Crawler. Not super interested in that. Here I think I take the Spawning Bed over the Oracle of Dust. There are a bunch of Spawning Beds in this draft. Fun fact. I could take the Vampiric Rites. Like, that's pretty sweet. I could also take the Boiling Earth. I guess I take the Vampiric Rites as it's just... Oh, that's not a Vampiric Rites. It's just the stronger card. Has the strongest upside. I think I take the Sure Strike here over Retreat to Valakut, maybe? Like, this card's incredibly aggressive. We'll give it a shot. If we end up playing that... Oh. Well, hello. There's also another Sludge Crawler in this pack, but Dominator Drone is a little bit better. I'm definitely taking the Looming Spires over the Mortuary Mire, for sure. So, okay. What would make us want to be black over red? You know what? We could just get like a couple of Evolving Wilds in pack 3 and play all of them. Hating that. Hating this card, even though I don't have any flyers. Oh, I do have flyers. This card and this card and this card. And I like Hedron Archive and Kozilek's Channeler in this deck because it gives us access to like Coastal Discovery kicked or Rune Processor. Alright, well, we got another Kozilek's Channeler, which I'm not super duper interested in. There's a Carrier Thrall, which is pretty sweet in the black deck, but better in black-green. There's Drana's Emissary, which is, you know, good, but not in any of our decks. And there's Mist Intruder, which is a fine little aggressive card. I think I'd like the Mist Intruder. We do have a couple of... what? Okay. So, we could take the Deathless Behemoth, I suppose. But I'm going to take the Wasteland Strangler. It's a great removal spell. Attached to, you know, Sweet Body. So, I was going to pick up the Eldrazi Sky Spawner. But then I saw this Windrider Patrol. Also, look at this pack. It's kind of ridiculous. Windrider Patrol is sweet. As is Zulaport Cutthroat, Bone Splinters, Sky Spawner, Evolving Wilds. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Windrider Patrol. Oh, okay. God damn it. How many cards do I have? Maybe I splash red anyway. Let's see what I've got for Swarm Surge cards. Yeah, I think I can take a Swarm Surge. I haven't used this as a win condition yet. It'll be interesting to try it out. Take the Malakir Familiar, I suppose. And Swarm Surge does pump all of your creatures. So, like the flyers and stuff will get the benefit as well. I guess I just take a Demon's Grasp. I could also take Slab Hammer, which would be pretty funny on, like, Sky Spawner and Familiar. No, I'll take the removal. I'll control myself. Alright, I'm gonna take this Clutch of Currents. Maybe black-red would have been better, but we've got such strong blue cards outside of just, you know, random cards that I'm pretty happy with it. I'm gonna put this Rising Miasma right in the sideboard where nobody can use it against us. Dutiful Return, not something I'm interested in playing, but I could see, you know, having it. I'm gonna take a Scour for the sideboard. Rune Processor, what are you doing here? I mean, I'm not gonna play another one, so I'll just take the Skyline Cascade. But, you know, worth noting. What are you doing here? Put that there. Goblin Warpaint. Man, we should have been playing red all along. Alright, so this was kind of an interesting draft. And again, we're left with that lovely situation where we have very few playables post-board for sideboarding. But, you know, we got some sweet cards that do stuff and things. So, yeah. We might have missed out on some power level with the Nettle Drone and Herald of Kozilek, but we're not splashing in this deck at all. Let's add some basics. 8 and 8, good to me, and run it. See you guys in round 1.